the Black Panther Party specifically was targeted by J. Edgar Hoover, the FBI, and the CIA, and all of the repressive forces in the United States government. And so I was one of those young people who was targeted by COINTELPRO because I was an activist, because I was opposed to the United States government's policies, because I was opposed to racism. And so I ultimately had to go underground. I was ultimately captured based on being charged with false charges. I was captured. I was shot with my hands in the air. I was shot in the back. I was tortured, beaten. I was spent 2 years in solitary confinement in men's prisons because of my political beliefs. I was spent 6.5 years in prison in the United States, and what I learned about prison in the United States, that it's a new form of plantation, it's a new form of slavery, it's the United States is becoming more and more a police state in which prisons are nothing more than a concentration camp. Concentration camps. It's a euphemism to call what exists now in the United States prisons. They are concentration camps to contain people, to keep them from being productive, to keep them from having a say in their lives. And 1/3 of young black men right now are either in prison or under the so-called jurisdiction of the so-called criminal justice system. So I was one of those people, and lucky enough, I was part of a movement, and my movement helped to liberate me. So in 1979, after being sentenced by an all-white, convicted by an all-white jury, and sentenced to life in prison plus 33 years plus 30 days, I was able to escape in 1979, and in 1984 I was able to come to Cuba, and the Cuban people and the Cuban government welcomed me with open arms.